Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's pick a card reading, our topic is Your Dream is Waiting for You, Keep Going. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please always remember that's the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone ever reaches out to you, please know that that is not me. Also, if you're ever interested in any of the decks that I use in any of my readings, they're always listed below in the description box. Okay. Our topic is Your Dream is Waiting for You. Keep going. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have closure with the Celestite crystal. Pile number 2, you have happiness with the Prehnite crystal. And pile number 3, you have freedom with the Labradorite crystal. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards. If you're drawn to more than one, that is perfectly fine, and I will see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Celestite crystal, and your card is closure. And if you see here, there's a door right here, and then obviously the light here. I'm getting a couple things from this card. This is a pretty interesting energy that I'm getting, especially given our topic today, which is Your Dream is Waiting for You, Keep Going. And I mean, you can even see in this picture, this person is walking somewhere, right? So definitely Spirit wants you to keep going. And I think that's a double meaning here for you. I think Spirit is saying, yes, keep going, keep moving away from something that was holding you back, okay? And in that case, I'm feeling like something could have kind of like fallen apart in your life, which is then opening the door for you to realize this dream that you have. Okay, so like something was holding you back, and then that door closed, which is now opening the pathway for you to move toward your dream. So some of you may have thought that this door that you originally went through was how to achieve your dream, okay? But something about it wasn't quite right. So, you know, no matter what the situation is here, Spirit is saying, don't give up. Like nothing has happened in your life that has created something that's going to stop this dream from happening. Okay, if that makes sense. And so, you know, because I'm feeling like either something like that happened, or some of you got sidetracked or distracted or something like that, and you kind of put this dream to the side while you were focused on this thing that was distracting for you. And I feel that as you're walking away from that, there's this deep sense of sadness, because you're walking away from that thing is coming to an end, but also because you're feeling like, wow, I was distracted by this, it came to an end anyway, and this whole time I could have been focused on my dream and working toward my goals. And, you know, in whatever your situation may be, Spirit is saying, let go of the sadness, right? Let go of distractions, let go of any feelings of, you know, any kind of negative feelings or anxiety. Get closure, okay, and keep moving forward, because your dream is still there, okay? So that's what I'm seeing with this card. Let's go ahead and look at your other cards. All right, what else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? Pile number 1 is waiting for them. They should keep going. Okay, I feel like these two want to come out. Okay, so we have Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So I feel like longing for home, yeah, this card, look, I don't know, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because both of these cards are kind of isolated, right? And I feel like that's how you feel right now, is kind of isolated. And you're wanting this dream, but you're feeling like maybe you can't have it anymore because of something that was happening over here. And what your spirit guides are saying here is that dream that you have is exactly where you belong, and to keep going. Don't give up on this dream just because something over here happened, whether this was a distraction or you thought that you would find your dream by going through this door and then you didn't. That's okay. Because what I'm hearing is that this wasn't just a lost cause here. There was something that you learned here, or it could have been keeping you busy while everything that's attached to your dream was getting ready for you. Does that make sense? So you don't have to be worried that you were over here for however long you were over here. It's okay. Your dream is still here. Okay. So let's see what this other card is. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Ooh, I love this for you. Okay, so you're already doing it, right? Because do you see here how you're walking away from something that wasn't working for you? It doesn't matter what you were doing. It doesn't matter if you thought that was the road toward your dream. Nothing here matters. Okay, that's why you need to get closure from this so that you can move forward. And you're already starting the process of actually, getting closer and closer to your dream. So Spirit says, stop overthinking, okay? Get closure, accept it for what it is over here, and move on, okay? And what's interesting is here there's movement away from something. Here someone is sitting down, kind of looking somewhere, right? And then here we have somebody moving again, someone walking again. So stop overthinking, okay? Because I feel here is where the overthinking is happening. But sandwiched in between there's movement, okay? So keep facing your true north, keep facing your dream, okay? What else can you tell us? Okay, I guess those two cards want to come out, so let's see what they have to say. The tailor, attention to detail and pride. Now look at this card. Can you see here? So here's the hand, here's scissors, and the scissors are cutting something away, okay? That's what's happening here, cutting away something that is not meant to follow you forward on this journey. There's something that you need to get closure from, something that you need to release, okay? And I feel like I keep getting the sense that some of you are just caught up in your feelings, and I feel that that's what needs to be released. Your feelings, your emotional attachment to whatever this is over here. And that's why we have closure here. You're not meant to stay here. You're not meant to be in this energy any longer. It's time for you to pursue your goal. It's time for you to pursue your dream. It's going to happen once you break away from this. And I mean, remember this card, or no, where was it? Oh, it was right here. You're already doing it. So you're already there. You're already doing it. You're already in the process. So keep going forward. The hunter, sure-footedness, predestination. See, you're destined to achieve your dream. It's there. It's waiting for you, okay? You're meant to achieve this particular thing. And I feel like a lot of you are feeling really down on yourselves because of whatever happened over here. And Spirit is saying that you don't need to. It is what it is, okay? You can't go back and change this. It is what it is, so accept it for what it is and then move on, because there are great things waiting for you, okay? So Spirit says keep going. And you know, it's so interesting that the topic is your dream is waiting for you. Keep going, right? And remember these cards here where there's movement here, but there's overthinking here. So Spirit says don't get stuck thinking about whatever kept you distracted here. Keep going. Your dream is still there. Okay. What else can you tell us? Okay, that card wants to come out for pile number 1. The Page of Swords. Yeah, this is so fitting here. So you just need, first of all, you need clarity. Okay, you need clarity of thought from the past. So, you know, what happens with closure, right? A lot of times clarity comes with closure. We can close that door, we can move on. So what Spirit is saying here is that you need to think about things differently. You need to call your power back, okay? And you need to shift your focus. You absolutely need to shift your focus. And also, if, like, let's say for instance that over here you thought you were pursuing your goal, but it didn't work out, okay? So in that sense, you need to get closure from doing things this way, because there's a different way of doing things. And the information is going to be provided to you, okay? You're going to be guided in the right direction to the right people, places, and things that will help you achieve your goal, okay? So call your power back and start moving forward, is what Spirit says. Okay, what else do we have for you? Wow. I mean, so you have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords. There is a new idea that's going to be coming to you, a new direction that's going to be coming to you, new, all these new things. So for some of you, this is something that you haven't thought of yet. Okay, there is a sense of, first of all, cutting away anything that doesn't belong in your life. Okay, it's interesting you have the scissors here, and then you have 2 swords for your first tarot cards. So there's something that needs to replace the way you've been seeing things, or the way you've been talking about things, or the way you've been communicating to yourself about things, right? You're the one in control here. No one else is in control. You're the one in control. So you just need to shift things. Like, for instance, let's say that you thought that you were pursuing your dream here and then it ended up not happening. It could be that it's the same dream, but you need to shift a little bit certain ideas or elements, or, you know, something like that just wasn't quite right, okay? Whatever this shift is that the universe is creating here with this closed door, it's actually putting you on the right track, okay? There was something wrong over here where it could have been great, right? It could have been amazing and wonderful, but whatever it was, it came to an end for one reason or another, okay? Or it could have been, you know, chaotic here. Whatever it was that was going on here, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was something negative or bad. It just was not going to get you to your ultimate dream, your ultimate goal. Does that make sense? So for some of you, I feel this was negative. It was a distraction. It was a waste of time. For others of you, I feel like this was the time and place for this, but it was just predestined to only last a certain amount of time, okay? And so you went through this first so that you can then go into whatever your dream, whatever your goal is, with a clear mind, clear thoughts, when you're not distracted by whatever was over here, okay? Then we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, so it's time to move on from this. there's nothing that you will gain from continuing to focus on this, okay? And there's another door waiting for you, but that door can't open until you fully move away from this. But I feel like you're already on your way. I feel some of you probably have 1 foot over here and 1 foot over here with your dream. And it's like, you know, getting closure on things a lot of times is not easy, because then it's like we're actually closing that book, right? We're not even closing a chapter. We're closing the whole book. We're putting it on the shelf and we're not going to look at it as often. And that can kind of solidify that things actually have ended, right? So that can be a very, very painful process. But Spirit is saying that there's nothing to be gained by staying over here. This is done. This door has closed. And Spirit is showing me that you will feel much, much better once you close this, and then you can really focus your attention on this dream that you have, okay? And some of you, it's the same dream. Some of you may be over here thinking, well, it didn't work out here, so that means that my dream is just not going to happen. No, that's not the case. For those of you that tried to achieve something here and it didn't work out, you can still achieve that dream. It just needs to be in a different place with different people or a different situation. Something like that wasn't quite right over here, okay? Then we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's something about doing research, getting new information, looking at things differently, planning things differently, researching things. Also, really, really standing firm with this dream that you have and being committed to it, being committed to yourself, okay? And celebrating yourself. See, I'm hearing something about celebrating yourself, putting yourself first, going after what you want and believing in yourself, believing that you can achieve this, okay? Like, remember here, the hunter sure-footedness? That's what I'm getting with this Page of Pentacles. It's like, okay, I'm taking a minute to mourn here. I'm thinking about things. I'm getting closure here. But this dream that I have is still alive. And here, I'm coming back to myself. I've got my power back. And I'm about ready to really pursue something. Like, you're gathering the information, you're figuring things out, and then you're going to go forward. And then we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so with the Ten of Wands, I absolutely feel like you've had like this heavy burden to bear. I feel like you're so close. You are so close to a couple things. You're so close to getting closure. You're so close to things making sense. And you're so close to seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, okay? But the thing is, you can't do that when you're still holding this burden from over here. Okay, now this card's very interesting, this particular Ten of Wands, because you can see this person holding these wands, right? This is what you need to get closure from. And then look, there's a fire here. So this person needs to put those wands in the fire. Okay, so that's the closure that we've been talking about since your very first card here. So it's all about releasing something from the past that if you continue to hold on to it, it's going to hold you back. Okay, so some of you, it was always holding you back and then it's time to release it. Others of you, it was not holding you back. It was like a learning experience or something that you needed to go through. But now what is holding you back is holding on to the way that this came to an end, okay? So, Spirit says just keep moving forward. Keep working on getting closure here so that you can pursue this dream that you have. And then we have the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands, what I see happening here is everything making sense, everything coming together for you. I see you coming out of a time of distress, of things not making sense, and moving into a time where things just seem to flow so much easier. That energy is flowing so much easier. See, over here, you know, when we look at the Eight of Cups, the energy was no longer flowing. Okay, at one point in time, it may have been moving here, and it may have been moving very well, but it's not now. And what Spirit is saying is that once you get closure, once you break free of this, that's going to open things up so that other things can fall into place, which will then help you get to your dream, help you get to your goal, okay? And again, look at the sure-footedness, and look at here at the Five of Wands. The energy is flowing. Do you see how they're holding hands here? Everyone's holding hands, the energy's flowing, everything's falling into place, okay? So let's see what else we have. The Magician, yeah, see? This is what I'm talking about. You have everything that you need to accomplish this goal. You have the knowledge, you have the skill, you have the determination, you have the drive, you have everything, okay? Attention to detail is written on this card, and look here, it's like this person has their finger on a certain part in this book here. There's attention to detail. I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to be getting signs from the universe. You're going to be in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people at the right time, like connecting the dots at the right time so that everything kind of falls into place at the right time. You need to call your power back. With the Magician, it's all about believing in yourself, believing that you can still have this dream, and then calling everything towards you, believing it, feeling it, knowing that it's going to happen, knowing that whatever's over here is not going to stop you, right? What else was it with this Magician card? Well, there's huge transformation coming for you. Huge transformation. If you look here at the Ace of Swords, there's butterflies all over this, this sword. And then you look here, and it's like this person gets the answer. The person figures something out. And that is this new idea, this new thought process that's going on with the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords, okay? So everything's going to fall into place for you. Wow, look at that. So you have the Ace of Wands. You're getting your power back. You're getting your spark back. You are getting new ideas. This passion that you have, this dream that you have that was put on hold for one reason or another, or that you pursued here but something wasn't quite right with it, everything's coming back to you. Okay, so for some of you, you may have lost your passion for whatever this dream is. You may have lost it for a period of time, right? Because you had some sort of difficulty here. But once you sit down, clear your thoughts, that passion starts to come back. And I feel that your passion is not only renewed, but it's even more powerful than it was before. And I feel like it's really like you're figuring out all the elements that are needed for this to be a healthy situation, for things to fall into place, right? Something over here became unhealthy for you. We see that because there's closure here, because the door closed, but we also see it with the Eight of Cups. It became stagnant, it became unhealthy. There was, no matter how hard you could have tried, that door was closed, okay? So here you're getting that renewed passion, you're getting your creative juices flowing again, your brain's working, your thoughts are working, and everything starts to flow, okay? Remember here we have that energy flow. That's when it all started, was when you released this burden here, okay? And then here, you're calling in your power, you're manifesting, you're creating things, you're making plans. And then here, it's like ready to take off, okay? And there's also something about independence that I'm getting with the cat. Something about... if someone was connected to the idea over here For some of you, they're no longer meant to be connected to the idea and you're meant to do it on your own. Others of you, it could have been an idea for this that came from someone else and you're supposed to come up with the idea yourself. Does that make sense? Because there is something about you kind of figuring things out on your own or doing things on your own or something like that. Like, you know, you can definitely take advice from people, but whatever this is, it needs to be your idea, your plan, your rules, your path forward. Okay, if that makes sense to some of you. I sure hope it does. Okay, so here we have the Queen of Swords. And again, look, here's a book. And this angel is writing in the book. You have so many references to that. Here, this Page of Swords, this book is like levitating right above the page's hand here, okay? And then you have the book here. You have a book here. So there are answers there for you, okay? And Spirit says, just keep going. Don't give up. You're going to figure things out. Things are going to make sense. You're going to get closure and you're going to, you know, start to move forward. And once you put your mind to something, there's no stopping you. Like, you're meant in this lifetime, you are meant to achieve this dream. You have predestination here. This was like written in your soul contract for you to achieve this dream, okay? So if you tried to achieve this dream over here and it didn't work out, don't let that stop you from trying again, okay? And if something over here was distracting you and it's now come to an end, don't let that painful process of shedding your old skin so that you can walk into the new, don't let that hold you back. Okay, so everything's going to work out for you. There's a big transformation coming in for you. If you look here, the Eight of Cups, this person is, you know, basically mourning something that's no longer there. Okay, and then we come to the Queen of Swords here. This is a huge transformation where you have your power back, you have your dream back, and, you know, you're taking active steps to make it happen. And everything starts to make sense. That's the other thing I'm getting with this Queen of Swords, is that when you look back and you see how this door closed, when it closed, how it closed, what it closed, and then you get to this point where you see where you are here, this door closing is going to make undeniable sense to you, okay? And you're absolutely going to be at peace with how everything turned out, okay? And then, wow, you have the Sun card. What did I just tell you? You're going to be at peace with how everything turned out. The Sun card is abundance of happiness, abundance of dreams. This is your dream coming true, okay? The Sun card is one of the best cards you could get when we're talking about a dream that you have, a goal that you have. This is saying that absolutely you're going to get there. You're going to be on top. This is exactly what you're going to be doing. You're going to have, you know, be like, wow, I did it. I achieved my dream. I'm so happy. Look at me. Look at what I did. The universe is going to be cheering. Your spirit guides are going to be cheering. Your friends and family are going to be so happy for you. And I feel like this is just the beginning for you. I feel like once you get to this point, especially because it's below the Page of Pentacles, I feel that you're going to realize, oh, wow, I actually made it here. And it's going to be so exhilarating. This Ace of Wands card is that energy is going to come back in and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to hit my next goal. Okay. You're going to be so proud of how far you've come. The Ten of Swords. Ooh, look at this card. This is a powerful Ten of Swords. Very, very powerful. So first of all, 10, right? That means that something's ending so that something new can begin, which we see here with the closure card. Another thing, in a lot of Ten of Swords, there's somebody underneath the 10 swords. They've pierced the skin, and it's a very devastating situation. But this particular Ten of Swords, no one is under the swords. So whatever happened to you here, it did not, first of all, it did not prevent you from continuing to go forward towards your goal. Okay, it did not stop you. It may have stopped you temporarily, but not permanently. And look at all of these butterflies. I don't know if you can actually make that out, but all of these dots here, those are all butterflies. And again, I'm coming back to that feeling that this here had to end in order for you to get on the exact right track to actually accomplish this dream or goal. So like I said, some of you may have been pursuing this dream over here and it didn't work out, but that's just because you needed to shift something a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for instance, this is just a metaphor. Let's say that over here, you were using the color green, okay? But then you ran out of green and you're like, well, that's it. I guess I can't do anything else. Let me just put that dream on the shelf. No. You need to go from green and maybe look at the color purple instead. And then when you try with the color purple, then all of a sudden the door opens and you're moving forward and you're achieving your dream, right? Do you see what I'm saying? Metaphorically, obviously, where something here just was a little bit off. Okay, you just needed to tweak something a little bit. And by this coming to an end, by running out of that first color, that's how you get these butterflies here. That's when you say, okay, well, I don't have that. What are my other options, right? Because look at these books, okay? So there's other options out there. And this could have just been a distraction. Maybe there was a relationship over here that was distracting you, and maybe it was a good distraction, but then it came to an end, okay? So Spirit is saying, okay, that door closed. This is the perfect opportunity for you to pursue your dream. Maybe you lost a job over here, and Spirit is saying, that door closed because it's time for you to pursue your true passions and not be stuck in this job over here that was preventing you from going forward. So I'm really feeling like this door closing was the universe trying to gently push you forward. And for some of you, it was an abrupt movement forward, right? Some of you, this wasn't so gentle. But this was a gift from the universe is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's look at your last card. Wow, so you have the Page of Cups here. Look at how happy this person is. I don't know if you can quite make out the facial expression, but this person is so happy. That's what I'm saying. If you don't feel it now, eventually you will see it. Remember, I think I talked about it with the Queen of Swords. This closure will make sense. You will be in a much better place, okay? You will have much better ideas. You're following your passion here. You're following your heart here. Your intuition, okay, is heightened here. Everything is making sense. Look at this great sense of renewal with the Page of Cups here. Remember here, the Ten of Swords, this is showing this closure that's happening here. And then you have all the butterflies. You have this beautiful sky here. And then this great happiness, this, pursuing this dream. And, with the Page of Cups, this can sometimes indicate something surprising that happens, but it's a good surprise, okay? So I feel for you in the beginning, it may not look like it's a good surprise because some of you, this closure was a surprise. But that's what led you to this positive surprise over here where everything is starting to fall into place. And there's confidence here. It's like, I feel that you're here, you're actually holding this cup, and this is representing that dream that is waiting for you. And here, you're back on track. You have your confidence back, you have your ideas back, your intuition, you know, everything, your ideas, the research that you did, everything is falling into place. And then, you know, that dream is, you're actually moving toward it here. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the Prehnite crystal, and your card is happiness. So first and foremost, Spirit says that your hard work will pay off, your vision will be realized, your dream will come true. But keep going, because I'm getting a feeling that where you are right now in this process is a little bit difficult, okay? It could be that you're trying to figure something out, or you're waiting for something to happen, or, you know, things are just slowly coming to fruition. Spirit says, don't give up. Don't give up. You see, you have the butterflies here. So what that is showing me is that everything is falling into place at the right time, but you can't rush the process, okay? There is transformation that is going to be happening, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some hard work, which I feel you've already put hard work into this. And I feel like that's why it's so frustrating, because you have been dedicated, you have been putting in hard work, and it's like, okay, where are my results? Okay, but they're happening. You see there's flowers down here. So it's like if you plant the seeds and, you know, you're grinding and you're working so hard, eventually everything's going to come out, right? Eventually you're going to see those flowers bloom. It's just going to take some time. And again, you can't rush the process. Okay, so I really feel like this is showing you, once you do achieve this dream, and that success is there waiting for you, it's just kind of going at its own pace right now. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? Pile number 2. Get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So yeah, and first of all, look at, you have all these flowers here. So it's happening. It's just going at its own pace. And so what Spirit says in the meantime is to either get grounded or stay grounded or reground yourself. And stay focused, because it's absolutely going to happen. And you don't want to lose your focus with this goal, because I feel like you've come so far already. And like I said, you've put in so much hard work. And I feel that's exactly why it's so frustrating, because you're like, okay, well, where is it? Where is this dream? I keep working so hard toward it and it's not here yet. But it will be. So in the meantime, just try to be in the moment. Just enjoy the process, enjoy what you're doing. And I just heard, try to go out and have some fun and you know, get away from whatever your dream is, right? For just a little while. Distract yourself for a little while so that when you come back, you have a clearer thought process, right? So sorry if you heard that. There is thunder outside right now, so I hope that wasn't too loud. Yeah, so just stay grounded. Don't let anything distract you from, you know, from your dream, from your purpose. Then we have awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Yeah, so energetic upgrades, you're upgrading, you're up-leveling your life. This dream is about to happen. A new way of being, exactly. This is showing you that you're about to walk into a new area of your life. This dream that you've had is going to happen, okay? Keep listening to your intuition, okay? Keep listening to your intuition. Keep following your gut instinct. Keep listening to the universe and your spirit guides. I'm also seeing, why did I just see the number 44? Because it's not on any of these cards, but I got the number 44, which could mean something for some of you. Maybe fours are coming up in your life, or maybe it could be 4 weeks, could be 4 months. It could be like the time, so the hour and 44 minutes. It could be 44 minutes from now for some of you where something could happen. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what that 44 means, but hopefully it means something to some of you watching this. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? Pile number 2. The tailor, attend to detail and pride. This is in pile number 1. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep tending to the details. Keep moving forward. And look here, you have these plants here that are, it looks like they're about to flower. Something here on the sides of the plants. Keep doing what you're doing. I feel that you're very talented. You have a very possibly unique skill or a unique twist on things. And just keep going forward, because I feel that your skills, your talent, the way that you do things, the way that you see things, like you have this great vision and also this great attention to detail that we see in this card that is exactly what you need to achieve your goal, right? It's like there's something about what you're doing that's unique. It's either an idea that you have that is unique, or your skill that you have is unique, or your personality is unique and you're going to stand out from the crowd. Something like that is going on here. So just, pay attention to the details. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep moving forward. Stay positive, and everything is going to happen for you. Okay, what else can you tell us, please? The Waker, awareness and reflection. You know what I got when I first turned over this card is this vision that you have, the dream that you have is about to be reflected back at you, meaning that the clouds are about to part. You're going to get clarity. Everything is going to fall into place. And when I talk about the reflection and everything parting, the clouds parting, and you seeing this, it's like all of a sudden everything falls into place. All of a sudden, the butterfly breaks free of the cocoon and everything just starts working. Okay, so be very aware of synchronicities that will be happening for you, because there's going to be significance to those synchronicities and to what's going around you during that time of those synchronicities. And I feel also with the eye here, you're going to see things, you're going to see people, places, and things at the right time. And that's another thing where with reflection, what you're looking for, you're going to attract, okay? Because you're putting that energy out there, this positive energy. You're pursuing your dream, and it hasn't happened yet, but it will. So you're putting all this energy out there, and it's going to be reflected back at you. So you're attracting exactly what you need at the right time. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 2? The Ace of Swords. You have a fantastic idea. This is a great idea that you have. It just needs time to develop. It needs time to come to life, because what I'm seeing with this Ace of Swords, how, you can see the snowfall here, and you have this great idea, right? So this is a solid idea. And look at the sun streaming on the sword here. So what I'm seeing here, and this is like metaphorically speaking here, is that the sun is helping to melt the snow, right? So that there is like the flowers can bloom, right? Remember we talked about the flowers here and the flowers here. So the snow melts, it gets warmer outside, the sun is out, and the flowers start blooming. So I'm getting that same thing, especially because the butterflies that you had, or that you have over here, because it's that same kind of concept where the caterpillar goes into the cocoon and there's this process that's happening. Same thing that we see here, where this process happening here is it snows, and then the snow melts, the season changes, and then those flowers start to bloom. And the butterfly's in the cocoon, it goes through the metamorphosis process, and then all of a sudden the butterfly spreads its wings. So it's the same thing that's going on with you. It's just about timing for you. And for some of you, it could be, you know, little details that need to be added or little details that need to be tweaked, especially with this card here. But those ideas and those details, it's all going to come together. So Spirit says just have patience, because it's all going to work out beautifully for you. And then you have the King of Cups. Yeah. So Spirit says, hold on to your dream, stay positive. Everything is going to fall into your lap. Look at this. So this is kind of like honey or something like that that's flowing into this cup here. So be patient, stay grounded. Didn't you have, oh yeah, this card, get grounded, connect with nature. And that's what I'm seeing here too. Stay grounded. Definitely watch for signs, because I think that things are going to start happening for you fairly soon. And Spirit says, be prepared. Be prepared, but your cup is going to be full, okay? You have happiness here. You have this cup that's about to overflow with all of these positive things. Look at the flowers blooming down here. It's going to happen for you, okay? So just keep going, keep working hard. Yeah, here we have the Death card. So what this card is telling me is that you are going to conquer anything that you perceive to be standing in your way. You're going to conquer time even, right? And with the Death card, sometimes, and I'm getting it now, 3 to 6. Okay, sometimes I get that with the Death card where it can be 3 to 6 of anything. So it could literally be 3 to 6 minutes, okay? 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 hours, 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months for some of you. For a lot of you within that time frame, something's going to happen where you figure out all the details here. Things click into place and there's movement forward, okay? You get like this last idea that you've been waiting for. You finally figured something out. And that's why it's so important that you stay grounded as you're going forward. Others of you here within that 3 to 6, you know, whether it's days, weeks, or months, and for some of you it could even be hours, you're removing obstacles. So maybe over here, you know, this dream that you have, maybe you have to, you know, really figure some things out. Maybe you've had some roadblocks and you just need to remove those roadblocks. You need to figure some things out. Maybe these are some very difficult roadblocks, but you're going to figure it out. Okay, absolutely. That's what the Death card is saying. There's death and rebirth, which is so interesting because that's what we've been talking about throughout your reading. And then we have the Six of Wands. I mean, could you have a better progression of cards here? The Death card, and then you get the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is all about victory. And look at this particular Six of Wands. Look at how fierce this person is. It's like this person has come through the fire back here. They've made it onto the other side. And look at everyone back here cheering this person on. So absolutely, you're going to get there. And this just really kind of confirms that 3 to 6. And with the Six of Wands, I'm feeling like it would be maybe leaning more toward the 6. Okay, so this could be, like I said, for some of you, it could be happening very, very quickly and it could be 6 hours. Probably, definitely not for everybody. For the majority of you, it's probably 6 weeks to 6 months where everything really starts to click into place and get moving. Because not only that, but the Six of Wands is a card of movement. This is a card of victory, conquering anything that may have been in your way. And also look at the Death card. This is your energy up here. You're not letting anything stop you from where you're going, which is the Six of Wands, right? So definitely keep that confidence and, keep going, which is, part of the title. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, so it looks like I said, like I've been saying, you've been going through a bit of a process trying to achieve your dreams. And I really feel that most people go through a process trying to reach their dreams. It's most of the time, it's not easy. Some days are easy. Some days are like this Ten of Swords card where it's like, I'm tired, I am irritated, I'm having anxiety, I just want to throw everything in the trash right now and just give up on this idea, right? I think everybody who's achieved anything great has felt that way, but it doesn't last. And Spirit is saying it's not going to last with you. So whatever difficulties you're going through right now, Spirit says, I hear you, I feel you, I know you feel tired, I know you feel that you're being somehow like constrained, because I don't know if you can quite make it out, but look right here. There's like something going around this person that's kind of tying them to this little mountain or hill, whatever you want to call this. It's not a hill, but whatever this is right here, this rock formation. And it's the same thing when I looked at that, the same thing flashed through my mind with the caterpillar that's in the cocoon, right? The flowers that are still in the soil, that, the seed is there, but it hasn't come out of the soil yet. It hasn't sprouted yet. That's the energy I'm getting. You feel like you're being held back. You feel, and you're probably wondering, when is this going to happen? What's going on here? It's not going to be like this forever. The 10 means that you are just on the edge of this breakthrough. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So with the Four of Pentacles, what Spirit is saying is hold steady, hold on to this vision, don't let go. This is a great idea. I feel some of you are second guessing yourselves, saying, well, I don't know, maybe I'm on the wrong track. Maybe something's not right here. And Spirit says, keep going. You're on the right track. This idea that you have is going to happen. Now, remember how I pointed out the flowers down here on this card, and then the flowers that are blooming here? Look here, the pentacles, right? Because this is the Four of Pentacles. The pentacles are actually on these flowers. So how interesting is that I've been talking about flowers, blooming and blossoming and growing and all that. And that's exactly what we see here. So another thing is, Spirit is saying, have blind faith. If you see this person is blindfolded, so have that blind faith. Trust in your dream. Trust that it's going to happen. Trust that it's on its way to you. And, I'm feeling like the sun, kind of like the sun card, how there's success, right? Success is there waiting for you. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So just have patience and it will happen before you know it. The Ten of Pentacles, wow, this is powerful. The Ten of Pentacles, your dream is waiting for you. Keep going. That's our topic. And you get the Ten of Pentacles. So the Pentacles are all about dedication, determination. Well, I mean, other things, obviously, but, in this reading, I'm pointing out those things. Having fortitude, having an idea, putting all your energy into something. And that's exactly what we have with this particular Ten of Pentacles. Look at how strong this person is. You see the purple energy here? That's representative of the energy, the drive, the focus that this person is putting into creating these pentacles. And what I'm seeing is that the value, the value that you're going to create, the value that you are creating, from this particular dream that you have is going to follow you for the rest of your life. This is something that no one can take away from you. This is something that you are going to absolutely love. It's going to bring you so much joy, so much happiness, so much stability, and finances. Okay, so if your dream is to start your own business or change career or pursue, something that's in your heart and it has something to do with making money, you're going to be fine. You are going to be definitely okay financially, and not just okay and not just fine. You're going to have money. Okay, you won't have to worry about your finances. I can tell you that. Okay. Okay. Then we have the Queen of Swords. So look at this even before I tell you what I was going to tell you. Look at, we're like in the frozen tundra somewhere, and look, there are flowers that are blossoming down here. I don't know if you could really make that out, but there's flowers down here. So very interesting. So what I'm getting from this Queen of Swords is stay focused, stay true to yourself, stay true to your heart, keep pursuing whatever it is that you're working on, okay? Also, don't let anybody tell you differently, because I feel like some of you may be doing things differently, like, because with the instrument here that she's playing, I'm feeling like marching to the beat of your own drum. You know that saying, like doing things your way. Not letting anyone else's influence or ideas hold you back from pursuing what you want, right? You have a great idea. You have great clarity. Also, what I'm feeling here is don't let the timing aspect distract you from what's going on around you, okay? Because I feel that something unexpected could happen with the timing, because we have these flowers here that are blooming like it's springtime, but it looks cold here, right? So it could be something that happens unexpectedly. It could be one of those things where you're going, and you're struggling, and then all of a sudden the next day something clicks into place, that cocoon opens and the butterfly emerges. So I just heard expect the unexpected. Like it could literally happen like that for you, where it's literally like you're going, you go to sleep that day, the next day you wake up and you get a phone call, or your business takes off or something like that. Okay. So here we have the Nine of Swords. So what Spirit is saying with the Nine of Swords is that it's not always going to be like this, okay? Your fears, whatever great fears you have about this dream not happening, it's just that. It's a fear. It's not going to, whatever your worst fear is, it's not going to happen. And I love that the Nine of Swords is below the Death card, because what this is telling me is that you're absolutely going to conquer your fears, okay? If you see this person on this bird here, this person has conquered the fears that are down here, okay? There's nothing to threaten this person anymore. You're going to conquer your fears. You're going to conquer any setbacks that may be going on. You're also going to conquer time, okay? Because some of you feel like you're up against time, possibly because finances are at play here. And Spirit says that you're going to be okay financially. Everything's going to come together, and you don't need to be worried about things, because your worst fear is not going to happen. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is what I've been talking about throughout your whole reading. It's going to take some time for this to happen. From the beginning until it happens, right? So I don't necessarily mean it's going to take some time from now for it to happen, but it could mean that, right? So depending on where you are, for some of you, like I said, some of you, it will happen a little bit quicker, because with the Death card, I got that 3 to 6, and then we have the 6 here. So for a lot of you, it could be 6, right? Which could be 6 weeks. It could be 6 months. It could be 6 days. but it's happening, okay? And so it's interesting that we had 3 to 6, and then here we have 7 of Pentacles. So, you know, again, we're kind of getting that timeline here. So, you know, things are coming together. Things are appearing. Things are growing out of all of this effort and energy that you've put into this. And so, you know what Spirit is saying here? So look at this child. Look at how amazed this child is with everything kind of forming and taking shape here. Spirit says that this is going to be you. Okay, before you know it, this is going to be you. Yes, it might be a little bit difficult, you know, this last little bit of way until you get to this point where you can actually see the results from all this hard work you've been putting into everything. But Spirit is showing me that this is exactly how you're going to feel when you reach this success. I love that this is below the 6 of Wands, because remember, the 6 of Wands is that victory. This is you saying, oh, I'm finally there. I'm finally seeing results. My hard work is finally paying off. So you're going to have this great sense of victory and power and, you know, all of that really, you know, energetic, positive feeling, but you're also going to be in awe, like, wow, this is actually happening right before my eyes, and just feeling so happy and so excited and so grateful. And, you know, it's really, really exciting. So just hang in there, Spirit says. Yeah, the 6 of Cups, what you've been working on, this dream that you've been holding on to, keep holding on to it. It's going to happen, okay? It's absolutely going to happen for you. Things are falling into place. You have little helpers all around you. Look at these little fairies here. So you have people protecting your ideas. You have people working behind the scenes, trying to get things in alignment, trying to get you in the right place at the right time. And I'm telling you, there's something about seeing things repetitively, hearing a song repetitively, seeing numbers being repeated. That's Spirit trying to tell you something and to help you along the way. Okay, let's get your last card. Oh, I love this for you. Your last card is the Emperor card. The Emperor makes things happen. The Emperor had a dream. The Emperor made plans. The Emperor started pursuing that dream with those plans and makes it happen, okay? But again, it doesn't happen overnight. But the Emperor is so strong, so determined, so grounded, and so passionate about what it is that is being created. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you don't need to have those doubts. Literally, your Emperor is here, okay? You have this last row here. You start with the 10 of Pentacles and you end with the Emperor. This dream that you've had for a very long time is going to come to fruition for you. So don't let those hard days get you down. If you have a difficult day, if you can't figure things out, if you're frustrated that things are taking so long, take a break, go out, do something fun, or take a walk, or, you know, whatever you need to do, and then come back and you'll have a different perspective, okay? And things are going to shift for you. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Labradorite, and your card is Freedom. So I get an interesting energy from this card. I'm feeling like there could be a couple things going on here. I'm feeling like this dream that you have, that Spirit says keep going, don't give up on this dream. I feel like your dream is either to be free of something and be able to move on from that and then live your life, or the dream that you have that you're working toward will in itself free you from a situation that you feel stuck in right now. Okay. So those are a little bit different, but could also kind of be in the same thing. For some of you, like, let me just give you an example. For some of you, you could feel trapped somewhere and your dream is to move to a different location, right? And spirit in that case is saying, keep following your dream, keep working toward leaving this place that you feel trapped in, because eventually it will happen. You'll be free from, you know, feeling constricted and stuck where you are right now. And then you will also be free to pursue any goals after that, right? Some of you may be working on a goal that you have, a dream that you have, and you feel like you don't know how to go forward. You don't know how to make it happen, right? And Spirit is saying, don't give up on that idea, because the answers are going to come to you. You're going to get the answers. You're going to get the key to move forward. Okay. Either way, no matter what your situation is, even if it's something different that I did not mention, the key to movement forward is coming to you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's a dragonfly right here, and the dragonfly is attached to a key. Okay, so you're getting the answers. Your dream is going to happen. You won't be stuck anymore. So Spirit says, keep going, especially keep going despite any fears that you may have, okay? Keep going despite anything that may be holding you back right now. Definitely also listen to your intuition, as Spirit says that you are going to be breaking free from something that's holding you back. Okay. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Okay, I feel it's those two. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Your vibration is rising. I feel that I'm seeing you getting stronger and stronger. So that could mean if you're feeling stuck somewhere, you're getting stronger and stronger and you're about to break free from something. That could also mean that your time is getting stronger and stronger, right? So the time for you to break free from this and see your dream being realized, that is getting stronger and stronger. So I feel that things are absolutely changing for you. I feel that you're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel very, very soon. And I do feel that things are going to shift for you. Then we have Starseed, what lights you up? And I feel that your time is coming to pursue what lights you up. Like these constraints that we're seeing here with the Freedom card are being lifted, okay? I feel like things are going on kind of like behind the scenes, where things are starting to come together. Anything that was once holding you back is starting to be lifted. Things are shifting for you, okay? And you're going to be really transforming from feeling like you're stuck and stagnant to entering in this whole new place where you're actually seeing what lights you up. You're seeing that your dream is possible and that it's closer than you think, and absolutely closer than what it felt like over here. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Pile number 3. Oh my gosh, do you see the synchronicities? Look, you have a cage here and you have a cage here. Look at that. That is amazing, the synchronicities. Okay, so this card here says the runaway secrets, running from problems. Now, how I'm taking this is that, oh, and hold on a second before I say that, look, there's a key up here. So you have 2 keys here. Okay, remember there's a key here that I'm not sure if you can see it. It's right here. Okay, but there's definitely a key there. And then you have the key here. And running from problems. So what I'm seeing here is that there will be multiple avenues for you to get away from your problems, to get away from feeling stuck. Okay, if you have any doubt that this original cage over here is going to open, look at this cage. The door is actually open here, okay? And look at what's coming out of the cage, all these beautiful flowers, okay? So you will see relief from whatever it is that's holding you back here. Whatever's, for some of you, like you were stuck on trying to figure things out. So stuck on ideas. Others of you, your fears were holding you back. Others of you may have had some sort of medical condition that was kind of holding you back, that was keeping you down. You could have had other circumstances like a relationship that was holding you back. Something, you know, that was just, no matter what your situation, something was holding you back, something was keeping you kind of caged in, and that is being released, okay? What else can you tell us? This card is drawing my attention here. The Warrior, perfectionism and burnout. So with the Warrior card, I'm really, what's drawing the most attention here is the Warrior, that you have what it takes to get through this. I'm feeling like you're very, very strong, and you're like, I feel you're overcoming something. So you're overcoming a problem, you're overcoming your fears. Something's clicking into place where, like, if you have a great fear about your dream, like pursuing your dream, something's clicking into place where you're saying, okay, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to make it happen even though I'm scared. You know, because the cage here could be just representing your fears holding you back. Okay. And the other thing that's really catching my attention here is that, you know, all of the swords, the edges here where you could cut something away from you, you can release those chains that have been holding you back. And this is also making me think of the wheel in the tarot deck. So your luck is changing, okay? Things are changing for you. Things are shifting. There's like a big, huge shift of energy in the air for you. And with burnout, I feel it. I feel like you're tired. You're really sick and tired of feeling stuck, of feeling like, you know, your dream actually may not happen. But that is shifting for you. Your dream is going to happen. You're finding the answers. You're finding the key to unlock this cage that you've been in. Okay, things are shifting for you. Absolutely, things are shifting for you. And you're not going to be stuck for much longer. Okay, let's get your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Okay. So you have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is representing that dream that you have. This is showing your hard work, your dedication, and all of that hard work and that dedication paying off. Remember, I think I said something about, or I don't know if I actually did or not, but you're seeing the light. Things are coming to light, because if you look at this card, you see back here how it's light. So you're shining light on the solutions to the problem, okay? And look at the light shining through here. So something is coming to light. You've been working really, really hard on something, and all that hard work is going to pay off for you. And what's so interesting is, you know, look at this window here, how to me, it's kind of making me feel a little bit of being caged in, right? But like we've been saying, all of this hard work is going to pay off for you. Look at all the progress that you've made. So this person here is knitting something or sewing something, and you see how much progress she has made. So that's exactly what I'm seeing with you. It's like, you know, you're doing the same thing every day. You're working hard, you're putting in the grind, right? You're making things happen. But until you actually hold this up and see how far you've come, you might not realize that you've actually come that far. So it's going to happen for you. Just have some patience. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Swords. And you know what's so interesting about this? Look down here. So, well, first of all, so the Queen, she actually has her crown on, right? And look at this mask here. So what I'm seeing with this particular Queen of Swords is that you are shedding something. You're coming out of a period of time when you were hidden, you were stuck, okay? And now it's like you're on the other side of the curtain. You're ready to reveal something. You've figured something out. Something is coming to the light. Again, look at this card. Look how you have the spotlight on you here. Same thing here. The spotlight is on you here, and same thing here. And actually, same thing here. You see that light coming down and the person's right here? So if you, let's say you've been stuck because you've had this dream and you've been working really, really hard on something and you haven't seen the results yet. So it could be anything from trying to improve your health to, you know, starting a business and trying to get that going. Maybe you have a talent and you've been trying to get noticed for that and it hasn't happened yet. Well, the light is being shown. You're finding the answers. Things are starting to move forward. You're getting clarity. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And that is exactly why Spirit says to keep going. Don't give up. I know it's difficult right now. I know you've put a lot of time and hard work into this, but freedom is coming, okay? Let's see, what else? Okay, so this is the Page of Wands. Keep doing what you're doing. I really feel that you're so passionate about what you're doing, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep working hard. Keep, you know, grinding every single day. This hard work is going to pay off. And also look at the light here. Do you see how every single card has light, right? There's something going on with finding the answers, putting the spotlight on you, getting noticed, your hard work, your dedication. People are going to notice this. It's going to pay off. And not just that, but there's also something going on here with following your passion. You know, another thing that I forgot about here is your starseed card with what lights you up. Okay, so what lights you up, and then all of your cards except these two here are showing you being lit up. Okay, so especially if there's something that's in your soul, in your heart that you want to pursue, this can, so I keep getting that there's two things going on here, that this thing that you're so passionate about, but you may have a fear attached to it somehow, like maybe you have a fear of failure, or you think you won't be good enough, or whatever it is. But that very thing that you're so passionate about is exactly what can free you from this. So let's say you're working a job here and you don't like it, you don't want to be there, you feel like you're trapped in a cage every time you go to work. On the other hand, you have this great passion, you have this great skill, artistry, whatever it is that you have here, where you could actually make money doing this, but something's holding you back, okay? But you feel stuck, okay? But the exact thing that could get you unstuck is this talent that you're so afraid to pursue, okay? Yeah, so it's like this talent, this passion that you have is exactly what can free you from this particular situation, okay? And then for others of you, Spirit is saying if you're stuck here and there's, nothing that you can do about it right now, you're just waiting on the perfect time. Spirit is saying to work on something that you're passionate about. Distract yourself from being stuck so that you can slowly start to get out of that mindset of feeling stuck. So being productive while you're still here will help you so that when you do get that key, when you do get that freedom, then you're already in a better mindset. Does that make sense? Because no matter what your situation, things are changing for you. Okay, and then here, this is the Magician card. So this is what I'm saying. You have everything that you need. Everything is shifting for you. Everything is going to be coming to fruition. So if you're manifesting things, if you're working toward things, keep going forward, keep manifesting, keep visualizing. And it's like, I'm hearing like things are going to change like magic. Okay, with the Magician card, I'm hearing that things could be appearing like right before your eyes. Things can change for you literally overnight. Let's say you have a talent, you have a skill. You could run into the right person at the right time who's going to see the skill that you have, who's going to see what you have to offer, who is going to help you or who is going to show interest. And then, from word of mouth, other people are interested, and then it just goes on and on and on from there. So Spirit is also saying that you are ready. So if your fears are holding you back, Spirit is saying, you don't need to fear anything because you're ready, you have what it takes, and whatever you have to offer is going to be well received. And then we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, so first of all, there's a celebration going on here. Okay, there's a celebration going on here for multiple reasons. First of all, because you're getting freedom from a situation that was holding you back. So freedom from your fears, freedom from a job, a relationship, a medical situation, whatever it is. You're getting freedom. You're able to spread your wings and move on from a situation. Some of you are literally moving somewhere and you're setting a foundation somewhere else, okay? And that is exactly what is going to bring you all of these new beginnings, and that is exactly where your dream is going to come true. Okay, so what Spirit is saying here is that you have everything that you need. You have laid a really good foundation, a good starting point for your dream coming true, okay? And things are going to shift for you. There's a celebration coming in. All of your hard work is going to pay off. So you just need to keep going. And then look at, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the Judgment card. Do you need, any more of a sign? Look at this. So these gates here were once closed. And then what happened? You kept going up these stairs. You did not give up. You kept going. You were determined. You saw that light at the end of the tunnel, and then the gates opened for you. It's just like this card, the Runaway, where this cage is open. You see right here, this is the door that's open here. And this is a massive shift in your life. Things are shifting. You have renewal. You have movement forward. There is hope. There's inspiration. Everything seems possible now because something shifted and clicked into place for you here. So look at these stairs. Okay, you don't have that much further to go. I feel like you're partway there, especially because here, right? Look at this. Your vibration is rising. Okay. What lights you up? And then the cage is opening here. And then look at the light. Okay, we have light here, light here, light here. And then realizing that you have everything that you need, really, really setting that solid foundation and getting ready to celebrate that things are shifting, things are moving. And then look, it's like you are the light here. Okay, so this is just confirmation for you that things are shifting. Your dream is right there. You're not that far off. Let me see something here. Let's see. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's like 14 steps here. That's not that far. That's not that far away. And so I feel like something's happening here where the cage is opening and then you're free, right? Something is shifting. Something is releasing you from its grasp. And then there's this hard work that's going on, you know, contemplating things, thinking about things, planning things, working on things, being dedicated to something. And all of that hard work is creating this really solid, strong foundation here. And then all of a sudden things shift again for you where you're seeing progress. You're feeling so grateful that you didn't give up. And I feel like you're hitting some sort of milestone here, okay? I feel like there's a lot going on in your situation, so it's gonna be like, you know, stepping forward, and then hitting a milestone, and then stepping forward, hitting a milestone, and then, you know, going on and continuing on from there. So it's like, this is stage 1, stage 2, right? So some leaps will be bigger than others, but you're making progress and you're seeing results, okay? Things are actually happening for you. Yeah, look at this. So you have the Ace of Cups, okay? Your cup is overflowing. Things are flowing in your life again. See, here they weren't moving at all. Then you get the answers, you get the key, okay? You open that gate. And remember I said this reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. That's, you know, kind of what we're seeing here, where it's like this reversal where things were stagnant and now things are flowing so quickly that it's overflowing. Okay, so what is in store for you is great emotional security, abundance, happiness, renewal, feeling cleansed, feeling like you've been released from something that was holding you back. Okay, because I feel like a lot of you were about to give up on your dream over here, and Spirit is saying, don't give up, keep going. Your dream is still there. Whatever difficult situation was going on here is not meant to have you, you know, forget about your dream. Keep going. Yeah, so this is the Hermit card. And, you know, it's like I said, the light at the end of the tunnel. The Hermit is number 9, so you're reaching the end of a phase in your life that was uncomfortable. You're getting the answers, you're figuring things out. Things are coming to light. Because, you know, I feel like with this Hermit card, it's kind of like, I feel like you were, the way you felt is like you were stuck in a maze, or you were stuck in a cave and you couldn't really figure out, like, what are the answers? How do I get out of here? And you felt like you were just stuck and you wanted to give up and you felt hopeless and all of these things. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's almost like you didn't have this lantern, and then all of a sudden it's there and you can see the path forward. You have the answers. And this is exactly why Spirit is saying don't give up, because this is showing us again exactly how close you are. Okay, it's just like I said with your first card, how you have the dragonfly and the key right here, and it is so, so close. It's like you can almost reach out and touch it. It's so close. Okay. And then we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, so things are coming together. Your thoughts are starting to move. They're starting to shift. You're getting those answers. You see how interesting this is? Because I was talking with the Hermit card, how you're getting the answers. You're seeing things differently. Things are coming to light. And then you look at this Page of Swords, and do you see all the books? This person is actually in a library here. And once again, look at your card with the light shining on you, the light shining on the answers. Okay, so keep researching, keep trying things, keep looking for answers, keep going forward, keep writing things, keep manifesting things, stay focused, keep your mind clear. So staying focused and staying grounded is, those things are going to do you wonders, okay? The answers are there. You're gonna find the answer. You're gonna be working on something. You see, another thing that's catching my eye here is that you have the Page of Wands and you have the Page of Swords. So you're greatly inspired by something. You're listening to your intuition. You're following your heart. You're determined. You're not giving up. At the same time, you're thinking about things, you're researching your ideas, you're working on things. If you don't have the answers, you're going to find them, right? The answers are there for you. You just need to look in the right place. Okay. And then everything's going to come together for you. And you know what I'm feeling with this card here, the Judgment card? I'm feeling like you might have like an aha moment where you open the right book at the right time and the answers are just there waiting for you. And you're like, ah, it's been right in front of me this whole time. These secrets that we see here in this card, they're no longer secret. You're getting those answers, okay? And you're no longer going to be burnt out. You're going to be inspired, and you're going to be so happy and so excited that you can finally pursue this particular thing. And then we have, yeah, this is interesting. So you have the Six of Pentacles. So what is coming in for you is great balance, okay? Help is on its way, okay? Whatever you need, is on its way to you. So if you need money, if you need finances, right? Something that's coming toward you. Do you see what's happening in this card? So first of all, you have the scales here, okay? This is the front door right here. The door is open, and what is shining through, right? The light. Once again, the light is shining through. And what's at the door? This bag of coins here, okay? And it's kind of like that aha moment. Look, you have these gates opening here, this door opening here. Same thing is happening here. You're getting the answers. Things are starting to shift and balance for you. You're getting more options. People are noticing you. Like, let's say that you've started your own business and you're trying to get your name out there, your product or your service, okay? You're trying to get it out there, word of mouth, and it's starting to happen here. So all this hard work that you've been putting in up here, it's starting to pay off. People are wanting your service. They're interested in what you have to offer, okay? If, you know, there's something else going on where, let's say you need finances to finance a project that you want to pursue. Those finances are coming into your life. There's balance, there's abundance. Everything is slowly but surely starting to balance out and starting to trickle into your life. Yeah, so we have the Five of Swords here. So what I'm seeing here is that whatever it was that had a hold on you, that made you want to give up, that made you want to run away, okay? You're getting a handle on that. You are overcoming anything that was once keeping you stagnant, that was holding you down. You're winning. You're gaining control. Now, do you see how interesting this is? So we see that going on here, right? Everything that I just explained. And also look at how the clouds are parting here. And then look here, you have the Queen of Swords here, who's like conquered some big problem, which was probably the problem that's in this card. And there's great success here. It's like there's clarity. There's like, I really feel like you took the swords and you cut through anything that was holding you back. Okay. Now let's see what your last card is. Okay. Oh, wow. So here you have the Queen of Pentacles. That is amazing. I love that for you. So, Oh, wait, no. This is the King of Pentacles. So that's even, so I'm seeing the crown is a little bit different. So this is actually the King of Pentacles. And this is even more powerful than it being the Queen of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is like the highest, right, that you can get in the Pentacles. And so what I'm seeing here is that you've conquered everything that was, excuse me, see, anytime I cough like that, it means that there was something that you needed to release, something that you needed to let go of, and that's exactly what you've done here. Okay, it was not easy. It was very, very difficult, but you put all of your energy, all of your focus into something, okay? You made things happen. You look at this fire burning here. Something that you wanted desperately has happened. Your health is better if that was your problem. Your finances are doing wonderfully here. So if you have started a new business, or you have a side hustle, or you are wanting a loan to start a company or something like that, you have all of that here. You have great success here. There's great strength here. There's stability. You have worked so hard, and that hard work is paying off. You have comfort, right? There's continued growth here. And what's so interesting is, we have, what lights you up, and then we see the light in all of these cards here. And then you have this fire. It's like it's like you lit your own fire, right? That fire, that passion to get out of this here, okay? And instead of feeling stuck or hopeless or helpless, you put all that energy into getting out of that situation, which you do get out of that situation, and you're on top here. Your dreams have come true here. There's so much success here in this card. And it's interesting that it's below the Judgment card, because with the Judgment card, you're going into a completely different phase of your life. It's night and day. And so this was the beginning of that, right? This is after you're starting to see progress from working on things over here and setting that new foundation and breaking free from the chains that used to hold you back, okay? And then you have all of this movement forward, and then right below the Judgment card is one of the most successful cards in the deck, okay? And this success is something that you're going to carry with you for the rest of your life. This is telling me that you will no longer feel stuck, and you will never feel stuck like you did here ever again in your life. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want a personal reading, you can book that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.